Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, also known as the Ammo Nerd, and we have a ammunition review today in one of my most popular and favorite calibers, 5.56 NATO, or 5.56 by 45 millimeters, or 223 Remington. This is from Fiocchi. This is their range dynamics line. This is a 55 grain full metal jacket M193. Let's throw this guy on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. Now, in full transparency, I myself purchased this Fiocchi range dynamics from Palmetto State Armory with funds that I get from my Patreon supporters. I do have an affiliate link with PSA, so if you're looking at picking up some of this and you want to say thank you for the data that I presented here, I have that link in my little campsite below. PSA has a wide variety of different types of ammunition. We have a full slew of barrels from 7.5 inches all the way up to including 22. After we've collected our velocities and just a general reliability, I have 150 rounds of this. We're going to step out to 100 yards to see what this is capable of in terms of precision. It's around 75, maybe 70 degrees outside today, sunny, a little bit overcast. Now this is marked M193, so in theory, we should see over 3167 feet per second from our 20-inch barrel.
And now a word from today's video sponsor.
Our sponsor for today's video is Venture Surplus. When I was little, we used to have an Army surplus store in town. I still have the USGI wool scarf from there, and my son loves playing with my camo paint kit. I've always wanted a pair of those sweet Mickey Mouse boots as well. Whether you're after nostalgic pieces or serious field-tested gear, Venture Surplus has you covered. Their catalog is massive, that's what she said. Base layers and clothes up the wall, first aid gear, and even those sweet inert grenades. And they're constantly adding new stock. But don't wait too long, their inventory does rotate. What you see today could be gone tomorrow. What sets Venture Surplus apart is their commitment to quality. They have the best grading system in the industry, and their team knows the gear inside and out because they've used it themselves. This isn't just for LARPing. It's proven in the field and ready for serious use by serious people. If my kid ever discovers Venture Surplus, he'll go broke stocking up on first aid gear and MREs. Thank you again, Venture Surplus, for sponsoring this video and providing the gear people need when it matters most. We start all of our tests off with our shortest barrel length. This is a 7.5 inch upper from Palmetto State Armory. A lot of my uppers are from them, mainly because they're very economical and I need a wide variety of them. Got to stretch that buck. Now on to our 10.5 inch, again another Palmetto State Armory build. We've got the Sig Tango MSR up top. Looks like we're getting nice 3 o'clock ejection with this particular setup. Now on to our 14.5 inch. This is from Pro 2A Tactical. I've had this upper for quite some time. Been pretty darn reliable. I just picked this up. This is from Keltec. This is their RDB. Nice little setup. Got the Gunner Odin 1 to 10 first focal plane up top. Ooh, 3,000 feet per second. This looks to be possibly a little bit of a mild loading. And finally, our 20 inch. This is from PSA. It's the FN Premium Double Chrome 1-in-7 twist barrel. I forgot the 22 inch today, but for M193, we're looking at around 3167 feet per second at 78 feet. So roughly at the muzzle, 10 to 12 feet is where the light screen chronograph is. We should see over 3,200 feet per second on this. Looks like this load falls just short of meeting that velocity spec, give or take each round by probably about 100 feet per second. Can't forget our 22-inch armor slayer. Let's see what kind of velocity we get. Nice, average right around 3150, not too shabby, although shy of what we should be seeing. Here is our Fiocchi range dynamics at 100 yards using the TC compass. Late in the day, about 70, 75 degrees, a little bit of wind. Our first group was 2.692 inches, not too shabby. Again, pretty much par for the course for a ball round. Then down here, we tightened it up at 1.516 using the JK Armament rifle kit Form 1 on there because it tends to either help with the accuracy because of how I've cut the baffles, or maybe it's just acting as a counterweight on the end of the barrel and helping harmonics, but it seems to help all the time. Pretty much, if I was going to say whether that's better or not than the PPU that we shot on the same day, it would seem that it's probably a little better out of the 22-inch, running out of time to grab some from the 16-inch, but again, par for the course for ball ammunition. Well, folks, there you have it. I would write that down as a standard plinking load in our 5.56 NATO. We had above average velocities, but not quite to specification. Again, 3167 feet per second at 78 feet, although that is in a special Colt chamber. So ideally from most 20 inches at 12 feet, we should see over 3,200 feet per second to meet the velocity spec. Obviously, there's other specifications for M193, like primer sealant and neck sealant on our bullets, and we didn't have that, as well as different types of annealing and accuracy and a whole bunch of other slew of specifications that make that quote-unquote M193. I would label this pretty much just a standard 55 grain full metal jacket. As far as our accuracy goes, that little less velocity tends to help tighten our groups up at 100 yards. You know, you could argue that the groups from this were a little better than the PPU that we tested on the same day. With all that being said, it's time for me to get the heck out of here. But at the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible, because there's a lot that goes into them. Number one is my family. They're always out here helping me get things done. It does take quite a long time to get some of these reviews done. Number two are my Patreon, Subscribe Star, and YouTube channel members. I have that turned on. I have a campsite in the description below with various different affiliate links or tracking cookies or discount codes that effectively earn me a sales commission. And what I do with that is I buy ammunition like this when someone asks me to review it. And of course, number three is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range. Thank you again, Venture Surplus, for sponsoring this video and providing the gear people need when it matters most.